Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. And I get a lot of flack on my videos, and I try to talk to people about these things, but they look at me like I got a third head or something. And because they don't understand what I'm talking about. And one of the big things that we get into these little snits about is capitalism. There's capitalism, and then there's crony capitalism. They're two completely different things. Everybody says, oh, well, capitalism is evil. Capitalism is not evil. Capitalism is the greatest force for pulling people out of poverty in the history of the world. Okay, let me say that again. Capitalism is the greatest driving force for pulling people out of poverty in the history of the world. Let me explain. Under capitalism, if you're sitting at your house and you decide you want some extra money, you take some paint, you go out to your car, you paint taxi on the side of your car. Boom, you're a business owner. You drive around, you give people rides for cash. Boom, you got extra money. You're now a business owner. That's capitalism. If you can make a go of it, as long as you pay your taxes and you're straight with the government, nobody cares. That's capitalism. Okay? Now, conversely, crony capitalism. Excuse me. There are places in America where if you want to do that with your car, okay, paint taxi on the side and drive around giving people rides, there's a license you have to get to do this, to have one car. And this license is run between $400,000 and $1 million, depending on where you're at. They want to charge you $500,000 or more to paint taxi on the side of your car and give people rides for cash. That's not capitalism. That's crony capitalism. Crony capitalism is virtually the antithesis of capitalism. And I have a better example. Let's use a hypothetical situation. You and I, whoever's watching this, you and I, we make widgets. That's our business. We have a business. You have a way to make a widget for 20 cents. It's efficient and clean. It does everything a widget's supposed to do, whatever the hell a widget is. I make widgets. My widgets run 50 cents each. So to make a decent profit, your widgets cost, say, 50 cents. Mine cost $1. Our widget factories are across the street from each other. We have the exact same distributors, the exact same shipping. we both use UPS or whatever. Who should succeed and who should fail? You should succeed and I should fail, because your manufacturing is far superior to mine. If you could make it for 20 cents instead of 50 cents, guess what? You should succeed and I should fail. And maybe I'll come work for you and then we'll, whatever. But the point is, that's capitalism. This is now comes an example of crony capitalism. It's the exact same situation. You can sell your widgets for 50 cents and I sell mine for $1. They do the exact same thing. There's no appreciable difference in quality. Same distribution, same shipping, everything. I don't like that. I go to my friend, the local politician, and I pay him a little moolah there, and he makes a law that says the land that your factory's on is zoned for something else, not manufacturing. So of course you have to move your factory. Moving a factory is a big, expensive process. I mean, it costs a lot to move a factory. You have to hire new people. I mean, there have been companies who have gone out of business moving a factory, right? But whether you can stay in business or not is not the problem. It's not even my concern. You've moved. Now I'm the only one in the area making widgets. That's not fair. That's not capitalism. That's crony capitalism. My crony helped me to make capital. That's crony capitalism. It's wrong. Unfortunately, that's what we've got in America today. A lot of it. And the vast majority of it, from what I've seen, comes from the demon craps. Democrats are essentially the epitome of all evil in the universe, in my opinion, and I can back up what I say. So, capitalism is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Okay, in the Middle Ages, they had serfs, and they had peasants, and they had the ruling elite, lords and ladies, and all that crap. We don't have that here. Okay, you should be able to write, to get a sign and paint barber on it, hang it on your wall, on your door, your mailbox or whatever, and start cutting hair. If you're good at it, you'll succeed. If you're bad at it, you'll fail. But you succeed or fail on your merit. That's capitalism. Okay? And if you can branch out and open up 25 more barber shops, yay you, good job. Keep it up. Open some more. Okay? I'll come to you and have my hair cut, what little hair I got. Okay? But that's the point. Okay? Capitalism allows a person to succeed or fail on their own merit. Okay? Everybody is equal. They all have the same opportunities. That's capitalism. Crony capitalism says, I'm going to succeed and I'm going to pay my friend, the politician, to make sure I succeed. And damn all the rest of you. Screw all the rest of you. Okay? That's crony capitalism. That's wrong. All right? There's a big thing why pot is illegal. Used to be pot was grown for textiles, for rope and other things. Excuse me. Some more coffee. I love that mug. Anyway, pot used to be grown for hemp, for ropes and things like that, and it used to be a certain section of a farmer's crop had to be hemp in order, it was a regulation that they had to, because we needed the rope for business, for textiles, factories, things like that. And then somebody found a way, this is my understanding, somebody found a way to make rope synthetically, and to make other things synthetically. But it was a lot more expensive than growing hemp and making rope from it. So they had to find a way to sell their more expensive synthetic stuff, and basically they didn't want the pot people to grow their pot. So what'd they do? Well, let's say people are getting high off of this smoke that this hemp produces, because there's a chemical in there apparently. They've been doing it for centuries. Hey, maybe we can help them say it's bad for them. Maybe that's it. Yeah. So they went and got to their local politicians and their other politicians, and they found a way to make pot evil. And they passed a law. They passed a bunch of laws saying you can't grow pot, you can't transport pot. Pot is illegal. It's an illegal drug. It's a narcotic or whatever. I don't know the legalities, but the point being, now they can't grow pot. So there's no hemp for the ropes. Oh, look, Mr. Synthetic Rope over here. Here you go. Now he's rolling in dough. Now that's a massively abridged version of that, and I'm not a pot person. I don't advocate pot in any way, shape, form, or fashion. But I use it as an example because it is how crony capitalism destroys a market. Okay? Any kind of price fixing, any kind of price gouging, that's crony capitalism. The true free market should decide the price of everything. Okay? The free market should decide who succeeds and who fails. You should be able to succeed on your own merit. Okay? But if you fail, it's okay. At least you know that it was on your merit, one way or the other. Okay? If I pay somebody to make sure you fail, that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. That's crony capitalism. It's wrong. All right? Capitalism is wonderful. Capitalism lifts people out of poverty. Capitalism is where ignorant peasants become milliners and shipwrights and things like that, because, gee, guess who does the work anyway? Let's let them get paid for their work, right? Well, you get some of the most destitute people on the planet are becoming wealthy through capitalism. Why? Because the government is supposed to stay the hell out of the way. But you get big government with these Democrats, demon craps. You get big government stepping in and regulating and over-regulating and over-regulating and manipulating the market, and that's where you get crony capitalism. See, it shouldn't work like that. Capitalism is good, crony capitalism is bad. It's important you know the difference. Okay? Now, I'm going to cut this off now because my videos tend to go long. As I've said before, I'm a long-winded SOB. So, again, hope everybody's having a good day. God bless one and all.